Hey guys, these 5 things will make your life easier in your 20s. Hi, my name is Debs, aka Debbie, aka Deborah. Yes, you heard me clearly. I said Deborah, not Deborah, aka Deborah Amici. And if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking the link. It means a lot to me that you did. If you're not, that means if you're coming back for the second or the third or the 100th time, I just want to say that you're an OG, 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 OG. It means a lot to me that you showed up, and this is my channel where I share everything from tips to good vibes about being in your 20s. I'm a Nigerian living in Dubai, and this is what this is about. Today, I'm going to be sharing some tips that would make your life easier for you in your 20s. Number one tip is show up. Just show up. Half of the work is about showing up. And I say this from a place of very personal experiences. There are days I'm like, I don't want to go there because I don't know what I'm going to do there. I don't know what I'm going to say there. Or I don't think I have the strength to really show up. For example, there are days I wake up and I'm a gym person. There are days I wake up and I don't feel like going to the gym at all. And I'm wondering, and then I somehow I'll manage to convince myself to say, okay, let me just go to the gym and I'll just do half of everything. And then I get there and then my brain goes, you know what, I'm here already, so I might as well just do all of this. Or when let's say I go out, I don't feel like going out, but I somehow push myself to go out, and my mind is going, I'm here. I might as well do it. Half the work in your 20s is about showing up, because there's a thing about showing up that's connected to actions and results. So when you show up, even when you don't feel like doing it, your brain will convince you in a way that will bring you good results. The next tip I think would make our life easier in our 20s is ensuring that we think for ourselves. Don't outsource your thinking. More often than not, when you face challenges or when we face challenges, we already know what to do. The spirit within us bears witness on what to do. Our guts and our mind tells us what to do, but because of societal pressures and external pressures, we sometimes might be succumb to other people's opinion, but we already know what to do. So always and always and always think for yourself. And here's why you should always think for yourself. At the end of the day, you'll be the one to bear the consequences of whatever decision you take. People might advise you on doing this, or okay, marry this person, pick this particular career, all of that. But at the end of the day, you're going to live. This is your life experience. These are things that you would live through. It is you that's going to pay the price for whatever decision anyone advise you on. This is not to take away the place of sound counsel. Third tip that would make your life easy in your 20s is showing up with enthusiasm. See, you can't take away the place of good vibes. There's nothing that can replace good vibe, positive energy. Nothing can replace it. And it shows in your work. It shows in the way you relate with people. It shows in the way you approach things. So always vibrate good energy. Always come excited, always come bearing good energy, because it makes you likable. And that is my next tip. First tip that will make your life easier in your 20s is to be a likable person. Because people will buy from who they like, people will recommend who they like, people would employ who they like, people will be friends with who they like. Like, people will fall in love with somebody they like, people will marry who they like. Everything about life literally revolves around your likability. And this is not me saying, oh, okay, go and start kissing asses up and down, or go and maybe be a manipulator or be a narcissistic person or pretend to be somebody you're not. That's not what it is. So there are ways to become a likable person, one of which is to always show up with enthusiasm and just carry good vibes. When you have good vibes, when you always show up with good vibes, there is no how people would like you. Another way to be a likable person is also to be a person of value. And value can be anything. Value can be being a problem solver, being a good listener, being a helping hand, just being useful to people. And last and final tip that would make your life super easy in your 20s is the fact that you can make money from anything. You just need to think about an idea, innovate that idea, and scale it. And when I say this, I mean this literally. I've made money from selling newspapers. I've made money from selling saving boxes. It's called Kolo where I come from. I've made money from selling food. I've made money from content creation. I've made money from social media. I've made money from selling clothes. Literally anything. So whatever it is that you're doing, think about it in a way that it can be of value to somebody, innovate it and sell it. That's how to make money really easy. So I'm just going to share a little story here on how I made money from a couple of things so that maybe it can inspire somebody to go ahead and do something with that. So in undergrad school, I went to school in Nigeria, and in my school we had a particular dress code. This particular kind of clothes, they are very sustainable fashion. It's not like a fast fashion like we wear in the real world, and they're mostly found in places where you find secondhand clothing. And I thought of it, okay, let me go and find out how much they sell this kind of clothes and see what I can do with it. And I got to the market and I figured that some of those clothes were selling for as low as 200. Some of them were selling for as low as a dozen for 1,000. I'm talking about Naira. And so I decided to start a cool, cute shop. It was called the Just 1K store. So I literally would go and buy skirts for 200 Naira each, then flip it for 1,000. So I was literally making like 800 Naira profit on each of those skirts. So imagine doing that across maybe 20 pieces of clothes, 100 pieces of clothes. Think about that. Like, think it through with me. So 200 times 100 is 20,000, and then you come and flip it for 1,000 each. You've made like 80,000 already on literally almost nothing. So that's you thinking about an idea, innovating the idea, and scaling. Scaling is literally about numbers. Still in undergrad school, and I'm trying to share a lot of stories from the past. Still in undergrad school, I remember that I made money from selling Kolo. Kolo is saving boxes. It's like a piggy bank, a local piggy bank where I came from, Nigeria. And I remember that I got a carpenter to build piggy bank for me, and I wrapped it with beautiful fabrics, and it was so cute. Normally those piggy banks should go for like 15 naira, 100 naira. I was able to sell that for 500 naira each. So that's literally thinking about an idea, innovating the idea, scaling it. Do you get? So you can make money from anything. Think about an idea today, innovate the idea, and scale it. That's how to make money. So, guys, that's that on the tips that would make your life as a 20 something years old a lot easier. I hope it made sense to you. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, what was your favorite part of this video? Share it in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Debs. I would see you in the next one. Cheers.